Have you ever felt that your emotions are completely running the show, that they are unpredictable, and that you are having these shifts in your behavior? Emotions can be really unpredictable and very overwhelming. But this is the first step to recognize that maybe something is out of balance. Today, we will talk about 5 symptoms to recognize if your emotions are completely out of balance. How to recognize that you are in a roller coaster of emotions that are happening at the same time. The first symptom, we'll call it frequent mood change. Frequent mood change is when we are suddenly transforming ourselves from a very happy moment into a very sad or very angry moment, and the shift is happening right immediately. It is like when you have a very small disagreement with something and suddenly your mood completely changes. And maybe during the day, you shift from one mood into another. Of course, in this video, we are addressing mood changes that are related to emotions, not that are related to some physical or medical symptoms like menopause or any kind of physical disease that you are experiencing. I am merely talking about these mood shifts that we experience that suddenly we don't know where they are coming from. The number 2 will be difficulty managing relationships, which means maybe you are in a nice talk with a friend and suddenly she says something, she comments something, and you immediately feel attacked or aggressed when normally it's not like that. Or maybe you are running completely out of patience when normally you can deal with things from another perspective. So when we are experiencing an emotional roller coaster, everything is a trigger, and we cannot relate from a place of calm and love with everyone around us. The number 3 will be impulsivity. It is this reaction when we are not really thinking and taking the time to breathe before acting. It is this impulsivity when we receive an email and suddenly we get angry and we start tapping and answering and sending it. Or when we're just reacting with the kids, or when we are just shouting at somebody, or when we are not really measuring the risk of something that we are saying or doing. That is another symptom or of unbalance. The fourth one will be the constant feeling of emptiness. It's the sensation that we have that no matter what we do, no matter how we do it, no matter how we are, we feel a void. And this void is really distracting us from what is really happening, but also to distract ourselves from that void, from that emptiness. Sometimes we choose to pay attention into external things, or sometimes we choose to hide that emptiness through a different type of addiction. The fifth symptom that we will be talking about today is exaggerating emotional reactions. It means when we are overreacting after something happened. It doesn't have to be something bad. We can also overreact from happiness. That means we are not in balance. Because when we are centered, when we are balanced, when everything goes and flows with ease, we don't need to explode. We know how to calm down and how to experience differently whatever is going on. Have you noticed any kind of these symptoms? Maybe these are signs that you already experienced in the past, or maybe some of them you are experiencing them now. My invitation is also to reflect on where are you having these signs, these symptoms. It could be at the office, it could be at home, it could be with your couple, it could be with yourself. So, being out of balance, it doesn't mean that the whole life is out of balance. Of course, there are moments that we are completely out of balance everywhere, but sometimes it's just in a specific area. So I really invite you to recognize in which area you're having these type of reactions. Because like this, you will be able to identify what is really going on. Here is my invitation for today. So, before going to bed this night or tomorrow, you are going to take the time to just close your eyes and to remember how were your reactions during the day? How were you reacting at home, in the office, in the traffic, in the supermarket, in a meeting? How were you dealing with situations and people during that day, during today? That will guide you into understand if one of these 5 points, 5 symptoms, you can relate your day with. If you are ready to deepen in your connection with them, with your emotions, it all begins by understanding how emotions are felt in our body. That is why I invite you to follow the link in the description, where you will find a relaxing moment with your body. I will guide you throughout my voice to connect with different parts of your body, just to understand what you are experiencing in this moment. This is a pause, and this is a moment to calm yourself down and to be aware of what is really happening within yourself. I invite you for sure to come back next time to find out which are those signals that your body is showing around emotions. Don't miss it, it could be very helpful. If this resonates with you, or if you believe that this could be helpful for someone else, share it. Because when we share this kind of information, when we go together, we grow. So enjoy it and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.